Hi friends, I hope you are doing well. Myself Abhishek Tripathi. I came across another interview questions for second round of interview of Deloitte, and it was a medium level interview. It's containing very good questions for your interview preparation. So I'm going to start my journey from here. So first question they have asked: suppose there is a given a data set with nested JSON structure, JSON structure, and they want to write a code to flatten it into a tabular format using Spark. So for this question, I'm going to create one new video in next week. So you will get the better idea about how to flatten the data into tabular format using Spark. So another the second question: suppose your Spark job is running slower than as expected due to data skew. So first you will tell me what is data skew, and and then you will identify how what is how you will know it is due to data skewness, and address the issue and resolve the issue. This is the second question which was asked that time. Now moving to third question. Third question: suppose you need to join, you have a two data frame that contain huge amount of data, means large amount of data, and you need to join two large data set, but the join operation causing out of memory error. Then what strategy would you use to optimize the join? How you will make a join and get the result? This is the third question. Now moving to the fourth question. Suppose they want to, how would you set up real-time data pipeline using Spark and Kafka to process streaming data? This is the question they have asked in regarding Kafka. So I told I don't know Kafka. I have not worked with a Kafka. So I have skipped this question. So another question they asked: you are tasked with processing real-time sensor data to detect anomalies. Explain the steps you would take to implement this using Spark. Using this Spark. Now move to the sixth question. Again, they ask: design how you would describe how you would design and implement an ETL pipeline in PySpark to extract data from the RDMS transformation and load it into a data warehouse. So if you are working with a loading data from the like file or any Oracle database or any RDBMS database, means SQL Server other one. So simply what will happen? So you are just going to get the connection details, and while we are going to define the reading the files, you have to provide the connection details, and through the connection it will make connection between our DMS database and Spark. Then it will read the data, and whatever transformation required, you have to do transformation on top of the particular data. Then add up audit columns, and then you are going to load either in Amazon S3 location, either in on-premise database, either in Delta format. So it's depend on you. So what type of operation you want to do? No, now I'm going moving to seventh question. So suppose there is a table there is a table that contain the customer, and there is a order table that contain the order details. So you have to write the PySpark code to get customers who never ordered any item, who never ordered any things. Suppose there is a customer, if you are going to with the Pizza Huts and other things, so there is a customer table and there is order table. So you want to find out the customer who had inquired but not ordered anything. Now for these questions, I will create a separate video for practical session in practical session. So suppose there is a employee table that contain the employee name, manager name, employee ID, employee name, manager ID, and salary, etc. So in this, you have to write the Spark PySpark code to get employee earning more than their managers. This is a very common question. Either they will ask in SQL, either they will ask in PySpark. Now I'm moving to another question. Explain how Spark architecture work. So this is often in every interview or second alternative interview they will ask regarding Spark architecture. So you have to prepare on this topic. Now there is another important question. First they asked what is cache and what is persist. What is the difference between them? So if when persist itself can cache and data on memory, so why do we have it? We even have cache. Suppose if all the persist can do the all the operation of the cache like memory storage. Cache what simply doing simply cache doing the saving the data in memory only. But persistent when we are working with the persist, it will there is a different storage level like memory storage and memory storage only. So if persist can do all the things, so why do we have an cache? This is the very important question. You have to speak in front of them. You have to give the proper reason in front of them. Now they asked me normal join versus broadcast join. Normal join versus broadcast join. So what is normal join and what is broadcast join? How what is the difference between them? So you have to speak in front of them. So explain lazy evaluation and why it is needed. They will ask question what is lazy evaluation and why it is needed. Another question, how would you read a file if it has a multiple delimiter? So suppose you have a file that contains the multiple delimiters, so you have to read that file and create a data frame and store in on-premise database or delta tables. So how you can perform? So for this question I will we create a separate video in upcoming session. So why another question, why Parquet file format is best for Spark? So you have to read the file format carefully. They will ask in every alternative or 3 to 4 alternative interview questions. So it depend on the interviewer. Suppose how would you rename? So how you rename 100 columns in PySpark? So I have given the solution for this question before in last week. You can see that the second or third practical session question. What is constructor in Python? What is the use of constructor? They asked what is constructor and in Python what is the use of constructor. So you have to tell in front of them. Now another question they asked in coding question. Let's a list has 5 elements. Suppose I have a list that contains 5 elements and you want to sum up all the elements. You want to sum. You make a sum of all the elements. What are the functions available to solve this question? So what are the functions you have to solve this function solve this problem? So you have to do practical session on top of that. It is very easy question, you can do it. So the another question they asked, difference between collage and repartition. What is collage and what is repartition? So you have to speak in front of them. Another question they have, can you explain what happened internally when we submit a PySpark job using PySpark submit? Suppose you have created a written PySpark code and you want to debug the things. So in backend, what happened? How it is going to perform that operation? So you have to speak in front of them. You have to careful and you have to give the proper answer. What is difference between SCD type 1 and SCD type 2? This is very important and common question they will ask. They will ask, you have to prepare answer the question as well as in practical ways how you will implement in PySpark. You have to speak in front of them. And our last question they asked, self join, lead lag and Windows function. It is come from the SQL. So you have to prepare lead, lag, and Windows function. How can you use them, and how can you use and give the output, like, so you have to speak in front of interviewers. So for today's session, it is completed. For next video, I will came tomorrow or tomorrow to complete the things. Thank you very much for watching, subscribing, and like. I'm requesting you, please like and subscribe my channel and share my videos to others to get the benefit.